Welcome to my Heritage Railway Part 2. So here it is. I'll just have a quick scan through so you can see a little overview first of all, and then coming back towards the main entrance. Right, what have I done so far? So tidied it all up. I've actually took up some of the rails, cleaned them, checked the connectors because there were some issues with that, but cleaned all the rails. I don't think enough yet because it's a little juddery in places. But at least it does run. Also, I've just added a couple of the trains that I'm planning to run on here. Whether I actually use both of those, probably not, because remember, this is a heritage railway. It'll be strapped for cash, and the idea being that I've tried to make it look strapped for cash. So, for example, it's got a proper buffer stop here. Because health and safety would say, yes, you can't take people on if you haven't got a proper buffer stop. But here in this sort of broken goods yardy area, which they use that freight perhaps for things like driver experiences, etc. I've put some sort of 3D printed logs just there at the end of the track to stop the trains going off, but obviously done on the cheap. The other side, I will put a buffer stop, a proper one. And also here, you know, I'm looking to have some rickety steps. The idea being, again, it's cheap. Also, a break in the fencing being repaired a little cheaply. So the idea is I'm looking at a heritage site that's, you know, funded by volunteers and people who come to pay to have a go on the train, and so they're not going to have a lot of money. They're going to be struggling. So the idea is to try and make it look like that. But also what I've done is I've just put those houses on again. I'm pretty sure that is where, they're not fixed down, but I'm pretty sure that's where I'll put the farmhouse, also the tractor shed. But this, the workers' cottage, not sure yet. Not sure whether I'll have it, but I've placed it on for now. And also over there at the back, there is that little, well, it's sort of, it was a thing that I 3D printed. The idea being it's sort of a shelter, like a bit of a derelict shelter. When this wasn't a heritage railway, we'll say, when it was a proper railway or part of a proper railway, perhaps it was something that was used then. I want to throw in little bits like that to try and, you know, to show that it was something before, but you don't necessarily know what these items were for. Anyway, that's what I've got so far. I'm very pleased with sort of starting it up. If anything, I'd like to get the track running a bit better because it is a very clunky. And I also remember this was, you know, something that I just threw together with one of the grandchildren. And so it wasn't done sort of, it's a very big piece of hardboard, and when the train's running on it, you can sort of hear the train running over the hardboard, and it doesn't sound the best. But that doesn't matter. I mean, the idea at the time was it was something to work on with the grandchild, work with him on, which is what, you know, that was the plan. He still helps out now when he comes over. We still sort of dot a few things on. But the next work for now is I need to extend that fencing at the back if I do keep that house, but I want to get it up to, this will be a play area here, and then sort of work it around the play area with obviously a platform there. Again, nothing more than just a platform, because remember, this is a hard up heritage railway, the skint. So it makes it cheap for me to do as well. But anyway, that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed just looking at the second part, and I'll pop another one on soon when I've done a little bit more. But thank you very much for watching if you have. Thanks, bye.